What's going on, everybody? It's Blake here with Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. If you like this content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and check the details out for some free signals. All right, in this video, we are going to recap the market, get you prepared for the week ahead, and also talk about a little bit of crypto. So without further ado, let's get it cracking. So we got SPY pulled up here on the monthly time frame, and this, from an investment perspective, looks very, very bullish. We are making new highs. MACD is still rising. We are still high above the top of this cloud. So the 10 SMA on the monthly time frame is sitting right around 373 on the SPY. Now this month's candle, I wanted to pull up the monthly because we just closed the month out. This month's candle is a spinning top. I don't love this type of candle, but needless to say, we did close higher than previous month's candle. So that is still bullish. On the weekly time frame, still holding the top of this cloud, but we've lost momentum. So just keep that in mind. And then finally on the daily, if you're a swing trader, once again, we're bull flagging above the top of this cloud, but we don't have a ton of momentum. Yes, we have MACD in our corner. We have a fresh MACD bullish crossover, but this angle isn't heading up, at an aggressive angle. So I would like to see this angle heading a little higher straight up. If we look back in time, we have these better angles. We get paid with these nice fat uptrends. But needless to say, we have a MACD bullish crossover. We've pretty much done nothing since Monday's close. So Monday was this candle on the 24th. And we basically, after Monday, the rest of the week, we pretty much did nothing. We just hung out pretty much within this Monday's trading range. So going into a long weekend, that's, somewhat to be expected. But as always, keep an open mind. We are in an uptrend. We do have rules to trade long. You should already be long. If you're not, you can always allocate new long market exposure from the daily trading playbook that goes out every single morning before the market opens. Now, what's going on in the tech sector? Tech is still lagging, still, once again, hanging out above the cloud, bull flagging. Pretty much the same thing the S&P is doing, but it is still lagging. I do think this could play catch up. We have a lot of the growth names that are beginning to set up very nicely for the long run. If you joined us on Twitter Spaces, we talked a lot about rotation and growth and what's going on in the market and what we're expecting. I also have another Twitter Spaces this Wednesday with another all-star lineup, so make sure you guys check that out as well. Dow Jones, same thing, just bull flagging above the cloud. Not a whole lot of momentum, but the small caps are starting to show some momentum here. So we've got a fresh MACD bullish crossover. We do have a trigger above Thursday's high, so 226.36. If we can get back above this 226.36, I think there's a very high probability that we come check this 228.90. And if we get above that, we're probably going to come back and check the all-time highs. Now, bonds really not doing much, just kind of chopping around on this range down here. One of the sectors that I really like is precious metals, and we've been talking about this for quite some time. Gold is setting up to run much, much higher, and it's very difficult for me not to add more gold exposure in the investment portfolio. I really like this trading setup. Last week we talked about if we bull flagged above this VWAP and above the cloud, it's going to be very bullish. Well, on Tuesday, we got that bull flag break, and now we're just consolidating once again. So I would be very surprised if we don't at least come and test this 179, 180 area, and above that, I think it's inevitable to come check this 183 level. So keep a close eye on these levels. They do pay. I like this on all time frames. Monthly time frame is setting up for a massive, massive cup and handle breakout. Weekly as well. We have the break of the VWAP. We found support when we were looking like we wanted to break down here. And you can see we just talked about the angle of the MACD. That's the momentum. You can see this angle on the gold on this MACD is just ripping higher, and you can see we are back above this zero line. So this looks very, very bullish for gold. Probably deserves a little bit more exposure in the investment portfolio. All right, so and then finally we talked about the daily. Daily looks very good as well. This has been a very strong uptrend. We've been in an uptrend since April 15th, right? Since we broke above this cloud. So we've been in a very sustained long uptrend on gold. All right. So if you're not in gold, I don't mind pressing up here because we just bull flagged where I wanted to, above that anchored VWAP. So if you want to press long, ideally you would have gotten back at one of these 166 or 168 levels that we had on the playbook. But this was a bull flag break that we had on, what was this, Tuesday. So I really do like gold. Silver as well could find its way back into the investment portfolio. You can see just exactly where we are flagging and just, really how well this is respecting these levels that we have in here. So this 2588 is a very key level. We've been pretty much trading at this 2588. We've pretty much touched it every single trading day since May 17th. Minus this day where we gapped above and then came back the next day. And every other day, we've touched that 2588. So you can see just how important that level is. If we can get a couple candles closing above that level, I think that's very, very bullish. And if we can get back above this pivot high, which was 2639, you do have my green light to go ahead and take this for a swing long, because silver could absolutely rip. Now, if we look at it on a monthly time frame, this looks very bullish to me. Okay, we've had a really strong breakout, and this to me is just one big bull flag. This is right here. This is just one big bull flag on the monthly time frame. So basically from 2000 from August 2020 till basically almost a full year, right? So we've been bull flagging for almost a year on silver, and I think this could absolutely erupt. The weekly time frame as well looks good. We do have this fresh MACD bullish crossover. Still like gold a lot. Both of these look very, very good to me long term. So what am I looking at for this week? So we have some cryptos that I want to talk about real quick before we get into that. Now, Bitcoin, once again, is coming back in to test this cloud. So daily candle just closed. It's 6:30 my time, Mountain Time. These daily candles closes at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. So we just closed this candle, and now we're starting this new daily candle inside of the cloud. So this is a very positive sign. We do have a fresh MACD bullish crossover. So keep a close eye on this. If Bitcoin can get back above this level that I have in here, which is basically 39,222, I think there's a very high probability we come back and test the next level right around 42,000. So keep a close eye on Bitcoin. Ethereum as well looks to be bouncing. So keep a close eye on Ethereum. One of the things that I'm watching on Ethereum is this anchored VWAP from the all-time high, currently right around the 2800 level. So keep a close eye on 2800. If we can get back above 2800, the next add, I wouldn't add any more Ethereum until we can get back above this 2915 level. Above 2915, that's price strength confirmation. I think we could easily rip back to the highs on Ethereum. What's my favorite setup in the crypto space right now is Cardano. Well, obviously you just saw those other charts. Cardano is still above the cloud. So the cloud is the 10 and the 50-day moving average. You can see I do have this on the playbook. So those of you that are watching this that aren't members, this is on the playbook for Monday. So we are actually just right at that level. So keep a close eye on Cardano. I think if crypto decides it wants to take another leg higher, Cardano could be one of those cryptos that leads. And right now it is leading because, once again, it's above the cloud. You can see, Bitcoin is below the cloud or just inside, getting to be just inside the cloud. And Ethereum as well is just inside the cloud, but it has a little bit of resistance ahead of it. So keep a close eye on Cardano. Of the cryptos, I do like Cardano the best. All right, so I'm going to give you guys one setup going into tomorrow, and that's going to be NVIDIA. NVIDIA has already paid us very, very nicely. We've had a couple really nice trades on NVIDIA. If you're a member of Trade Tracer, our original entry was on this gap up here. The next day, it gapped up and ripped, and then bull flagged. Guess what? Where did it bull flag? Right at our next level. So this 624, 625 area, bull flag, and then broke out on Friday of that bull flag. Closed above the previous all-time highs. So this is price strength confirmation. And once again, we talked about the slope and the angle of that MACD. This is ripping higher. This angle is moving much higher. I got a price target of 690 to 700 on NVIDIA within the next 3 weeks. Call me crazy. I think we could easily get there. But once again, we got to get back above Friday's high, and we need the market to still stay in an uptrend. So keep a close eye on NVIDIA. Just to wrap up, once again, we are in an uptrend. We haven't done much since Monday's trading session. If we can get back above this 420.62 on the S&P, I think it's inevitable that we come and test the highs again. We don't have a ton of momentum, but we do have momentum on our side to be long. You should already be long. If you're not long, I just gave you NVIDIA and Cardano. If you're not a member, if you are a member, you're going to get the playbook here in just a couple hours. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter @TradeTracer. Take care.